on the window falling. Can't hear you call.
Miles apart, my heart's running on empty. Time is frozen, your journey to me.
Got me drowning.
WEFM is SVG.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
We are back with more talk time here on Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. At this time, we usually have our commentary from Kingsley the Freighter. So, Kingsley, if you are listening and you are going to give us a call, we were giving you some seconds. I am guessing that means Kingsley is not going to give us a call because he would have called already. You can join out. You can feel free to join our program. How do you do that? You call us 457-9997. That's our WhatsApp number. That's our landline number. So you can call us. You can give your comments. You can ask your questions. You can. It's open to you all right?
All right, so somebody's calling.
So, okay. Hi, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mason.
Well, as Kingsley not there this morning, I shall take the opportunity, which will give me a couple of extra minutes. How are you both anyway?
I'm all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thanks. And how are you?
Yes, I'm all right.
Okay.
Now, sorry. Yesterday morning, I was totally blacked out. I could not get on at all. Now, on Friday, I said to Mr. Gibson, I posed him a question for Monday, but because I couldn't get on yesterday morning, I don't know if he might be listening. And Mr. Gibson, if you are listening, the question is, did you ever work in a butcher shop in England where the butchers used to give away chicken wings, chicken giblets, pig head, and the trotters? And the reason I asked that question, every Friday in the area that I was living, a group of us will go to the butcher shop, and they'll give us about sometimes three pounds of chicken wings, a pig head, the chicken giblet, and the trotters. The only thing is the wings had a lot of pebbles. Like it's a hard job cleaning them. And with the pig head now, if it wasn't invincible, bust them and put them to corn them and put them to dry. We can't do that again. Right. So Mr. Gibson, that was the question. Now, I think for today is I just like to talk about the good fortune I had at 2 different airports traveling. Whenever I travel, I like to be taken by women. As John was talking about the respect and so on, happen for them. Now, not the first time I traveled, but at one time my wife being a Barbadian, she is now deceased, Lord Rebecca, so she was taking the children to Barbados to meet her family. The morning of travel, my friend took me to the airport, but he had to go to work, so he left me there with a lot of luggage. I started checking in, and with about half of the luggage still on the ground, the lady asked me, "By the way, how many people traveling?" I said, "My wife and 3 children." She said, "Well, right now, you are allowed 110 kilos, and you're over the top." I said, "Oh my God, I'm in trouble here now." And she said, "Well, never mind, let's see how we get on." And believe me, she turned off the machine, And she started tugging every piece of item. And when she finished, my wife said, thank you. She said, okay, safe journey, have a nice holiday. Knowing me already now, I said to her, thank you very much. But I hope you come along and look after me while my wife is away until she gets back. She just gave a lovely smile and said to me, have a good day. That was number one. Number two, at a different airport, totally different woman. As I was coming to St. Vincent, and as I was checking in, she took my passport and my ticket. She went in the back. And after about 15 minutes, she came back and she said to me, I just upgraded your ticket for you. My daughter was next to me. She nodded and she said, Dad, she fancy you. Anyway, I never knew there were upstairs and downstairs on a plane until I was shown to my first class seat. Believe me, that was out of this world. And the third one, checking in, a man checked me in this time, the male. As I put my case, and in those days, you were allowed 2 pieces of luggage of 70 pounds each. As I put my case on, he looked at the label and he said, St. Vincent, and he kissed his hand and said, no, I wish I was going with you. And he had just returned from St. Vincent a fortnight, and he had 3 wonderful weeks at St. Vincent. So what I'm saying is, those were my 3 things that I would just enjoy. Now, I'll try and take too much time, but tomorrow, Miss Sandra, I'll come with the real juicy part of it, which will be St. Vincent to Barbados. Okay?
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Mason.
So with that this morning, I say all the best. Now, good morning to Anita, Kojo, Queen, Mr. Roberts. As far as I'm concerned, we are all radio friends. Good morning to you all the very best. Okay?
All right.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Mason.
Very much indeed.
All right.
All right, then. You have any comments to know? All right.
I just realized that somebody renamed me this morning. I named you Lisa this morning. So to the person who messaged on your WhatsApp, good morning, you Lisa and Dianna. Good morning to you. I'd respond anyhow.
Good morning.
So we have Joshua calling.
All right.
Joshua,
hello,
good morning.
Josh.
Joshua, your call is muted. All right, so
is this any better?
Yes, we can hear now.
Is this better?
Yes, it is. Ha! Look who have a phone problem, and you just be trying one for Dave. Good morning, Joshua. You see what has happened when you talk about people? All right.
Well. Would you look at that? All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Joshua.
Could you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, I'm not having a phone problem. As I keep telling you guys, I'm a fornicator, right? I've got 3 devices there, and I do not know which one I was talking on. So I'm glad you could hear me now. I wanted to sing for you, but you took the bubble out the air out of the bubble, you know.
Maybe that's a good thing.
I have a new philosophy: how to keep a woman happily. Block up their eyebrows up their knee. But then remember, that song ends by saying, "Then they leave you eternally."
Huh?
Now, Pete.
I too young for that one. Tell me that again. Now that went over. That you said that too quickly.
Okay,
said it too quickly.
Does it sound right? I have a new philosophy: how to keep a woman happily. every no and then knock them down. They love you long and they love you strong. But that song ends up by saying, when you bruise up the block up the knee, they leave you eternally. The old folks out there like Mr. Mason and Dave would know that song. But I tell you something, if you want to know about, I don't know about Vincentian women because I've never lived with one or had one, but I think women are the same wherever you go. There is no secret. I mean, I've been with one for 40 years, so maybe I got something right. I don't know, maybe. But I was kind of disappointed in Pigeon this morning. He couldn't respond to your challenge about cheating. Would you dare to ask me about cheating?
Sure, Joshua, go right ahead. What are your thoughts on cheating, Joshua?
Now, I do a lot of volunteer work because I'm retired, right? I've been retired for 7 years. So where that is concerned, I call it offering a service, like a community service. It's not cheating.
Joshua, I feel like hanging up this call on you. I feel like hanging up this call.
What? Talk to my wife. Listen, you ask a question and I'm answering you.
This is like one of those conversations men have amongst themselves. Right?
I don't have this conversation with men. I have 2 male friends and they're both married. But I'm speaking as a man. A man does not get up this morning and say, I'm going to cheat on my wife.
He just happens to fall. He slips and, oops, I cheated, like that.
A woman does not get up and say, I'm going to cheat on my husband. It's a process. Right?
Put your line on the phone, give me, please. Joshua, listen. Put your line on the phone, give me. Please. Thank you.
You would have to arrange to speak with her one day. Have a conversation with her because I'm keeping it real, all right? I'm keeping it real here. And just in case somebody think I'm going out there like a cricketer or like a footballer and slinging my organ every which way. I'm keeping it real. So in order to keep a woman, there's a difference between contented and happy. Because I'm telling you, one thing about Bermudan men, they could keep women contented. I mean, just spend their money, buy them a car, buy them jewelry, buy them fur, get them trips, and they're contented. But that same woman would go out and go wrong with Dave, for example, because Dave gives her exactly what she wants, which is attention. So what I'd like you to do is to arrange on a Wednesday, because Dylan is off on Wednesdays, and you could have a conversation with her. I would not listen. I would leave the house. You could ask her what
I would like for you to be this vocal in front of Yulan and then put Yulan on the phone. And let's all have a conversation.
That would be a good thing. Trust me. Next time my wife comes to St. Vincent, if you guys are still around, I'll get you to meet her. And I mean, she has a smile that could light up the world, and that same smile could also melt a glacier.
All right, Joshua.
So Mr. Pigeon, don't shy away from the question. Cheating is like, that's relative.
Cheating is like water to some men.
Pardon?
Cheating is like water to some men.
I could only speak about me.
All right, Joshua.
Have a great day, ladies.
You too, thanks.
Oh, Anita, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Well, we had our substitute Kingsleys. We didn't get our Kingsley this morning, but we got some. Okay, go right ahead.
All right. Hey, Coach, good morning.
Good morning. One question I've asked. Who cheats with who?
You mean if a man cheats?
Who are you cheating with? Who are you cheating with?
Yeah, but he could be cheating with a woman who knows that he might be in a relationship, or he could also be telling the woman. He could also be telling the woman that he's not in a relationship.
Right? Excuse me. That's what the woman wants to hear.
Not necessarily. There are some men. I mean, I don't want to go down the line of men doing it more than women, but there are some people who know how to do this so well that the other partner doesn't find out for years.
Yeah, there might be professional cheaters there, we could say that, but trust me, it takes two to tangle. A man don't cheat by himself.
Yeah, it does take two to tango, but it's whether or not the other person had knowledge of what was happening. Who he's cheating on his partner with, whether or not she had knowledge.
Let me ask you something. Y'all pride yourself up. We call it woman in truth. How I can forget it. I can't remember. We all kind of like know things happening before it even happen and all this.
Oh, woman's intuition? Yeah, we does know. Yeah. We does know, but sometimes we're trying to give the men the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. That is what it is.
So don't run from the fact, man. Y'all say all good with they say woman smarter than man. You ever hear that one?
I know that the women know to cheat better than men.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
We are less likely to be found out, but that's not the topic of conversation this morning. It's men cheating.
Well, we are. Man can't cheat by themselves.
Yeah, but as a woman, as if you are my partner, I don't concern about who help you to tango. That's not my concern. You are who I'm in a relationship with, so it's me and you. I don't care about the third person. It's me and you.
Who we warring with, by the way? We warring with the man or the woman?
The man.
Because you know how women does do. Some women does do.
I don't support that one. I think it's very foolish. But it's the man. Is you cheat on me? Is you and me going to have it all?
All right. But I tell you, it takes two for tango, so that's how I look at it.
All right, coach, you later.
But them fellas ain't easy. Them fellas ain't easy at all. Anything there? No? No. All right. So I guess, we are going to head out of this segment because it is already 8 o'clock. So if there isn't anything more and there are no more calls, that was our commentary with Mr. Mason, Josh, and Mr. Mason this morning. It is now 8:02 here at SVG, which means we are going to head out of this talk segment and we'll be back.